Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 6th. This week, we are gonna jump right in here, and we are gonna take a look at your current energies in general in this first row. If I can talk today, probably not. We are going to look at how you can get the most out of your week in this middle row, and then we're going to look at anything unexpected or anything extra that the universe wants us to know at this time. So let's see here, Pisces. I mean, right away, major energy of just kind of releasing, the need for outcomes. You have this "it is what it is" card, and then you have this "disengage from outcomes" card at the end. So I do feel that kind of this reading is kind of like saying, just release the need to know how things are going to happen and just let them happen, right? I think sometimes, like I always say, I'm a Pisces. Sometimes I think us Pisces, it's like we are our own worst enemy. It's like we kind of get in our way, or we allow that the little voice that tells us that we're small to prevent us from doing things or prevent us from becoming successful. So I do feel like it'd be very important for you this week to tell that voice to shut the you-know-what up, right, Pisces? But here in your current general energies, you have this "it is what it is" card here. So I feel like it is what it is, Pisces. This week, I'm laughing because I always say this. It is what it is. And, here it comes up. Yeah, you have this bearing fruit card as well. I think things are going to be, it actually looks like a really nice week. I mean, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Really nice, really good stuff coming in for you. And definitely could be a lot of abundance as well. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords here as well. I get a funny feeling on this Three of Swords. For some of you, I do feel you could be dealing with a heartbreak. I mean, again, I don't dwell on this stuff in readings because it's like, it's obvious, right? It's like if you're going through this, you already know you're going through it. You don't need me to tell you that you're going through it. A heartbreak, Page of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, moving on to someone new. Plain and simple. Page of Pentacles is always new love to me. And you have two aces. Two aces to me is definitely a new person, and especially the Ace of Cups to me is new love. Really good card. But I feel for some of you could be experiencing heartbreak. For others, again, I get this overwhelming feeling of needing to make sure you're not overcomplicating things. It's like sometimes I think something good can happen. We can, step into a bunch of abundance. We can make a bunch of money. Our business could be going well. And then, or, we get a raise or a promotion. And then we start thinking like, oh, it can't be this easy, or we start thinking this isn't going to last, which is, every Pisces I've ever known in my entire life, and I know a lot of you, right? And I'm guilty of this as well. It's like I think that Pisces has that, I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is, other than the fact that I think we maybe get something good, or something good comes into our lives, and our immediate first thought is, when is this going to come to an end? So, I'd say don't be your own worst enemy this week in this first row. I don't think it's a bad row. I don't think it's saying anything bad is going to happen this week, Pisces, but I do feel there's a very strong need to kind of like keep things a little bit more positive here this week with this first row. I do feel like there could be a good opportunity coming in for you as well, and with that Ace of Pentacles. So if there's any opportunities, Eight of Pentacles says it's going to require work. So, if there's any good opportunities coming in for you, I would take advantage of them. Now, let's see where this is going. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Like I said, I mean, definitely I feel a lot of opportunities for you to kind of like live in luxury this week. And that could mean anything, but I do feel, I kind of feel that this is saying that I almost get this feeling of balance with the Three of Swords, which again, I got this like funny feeling is the best way I could describe it with the Three of Swords. And I feel like it's saying that it's almost like a tickle inside my body. Is what I'd say here, Pisces. But what I'd say that Three of Swords is like, I feel it's like talking about balance, especially with the Nine of Pentacles. It's like saying things could be going really well, or you could be working really hard and seeing results. But I feel there's also a need to make sure you pay attention to other things in your life as well, like play or hobbies or things you enjoy doing outside of it. Just, so you don't lose your mind, basically. With the Eight of Pentacles here, you have the Judgment card. I definitely feel you're waking up to something here. I do get this feeling of enthusiasm as well, so it wouldn't really surprise me if some of you were discovering something that's maybe more along the lines of your purpose. And I think our purpose is to be here on Earth to create our own reality. That is our purpose, but you could be discovering something that just feels right, that feels good, feels like you're on the right path. It's funny, this is popping into my head as a feeling, this Judgment card. So I feel like you are feeling like things are going in the right direction. I'm really focused on the clouds here as well on the Judgment card. So it's like things ultimately might not be exactly clear. Like you might not know, maybe you come up with a great business idea. It's like, feels good, feels right, not exactly sure how to execute. I don't think that matters because I feel like you're going to move forward anyway. Same thing with love. It's like you might be getting into a relationship where your work is being appreciated with the Eight of Pentacles. I kind of feel this is something that could be developing over the next few months. So again, if you're getting into a relationship or looking for love, this is something that will be developing. And I feel like it feels right with the Judgment card. With the Three of Swords here, you have the Four Wands, marriage. So, well, number one, some of you could be leaving a marriage here with the Four Wands. For others, I feel, again, you could just be meeting a new person that you will be getting married to. The Four Wands, these people are celebrating on the other side of the Four Wands here. Remember what I was saying about this funny feeling with the Three of Swords? I almost feel it's like saying that there's a celebration going on somewhere on the other side of these Four Wands, and it is time for you to allow something to come to an end. This could be like you're suffering with the Three of Swords. You could be grieving the loss of something that you don't need to be grieving, right? And I do get this sense of kind of nostalgia here. So I do feel like it would be a good idea for you, like if you're holding on to things that you don't need to hold on to release them, because it's like clearly there's a celebration going on here that you could be, I almost feel like you're not part of this celebration, Pisces, if I'm being honest with you. We're going to pull more cards and see where this is going. What I will say is I think sometimes some of us Pisces can be worried about what's going on in the world and things like that because we are very compassionate. And I'm not saying you shouldn't worry about those things, but what I am saying is that it's like if you're worrying too much, then that is also not a good thing. So I feel there's a need to realize that things are moving forward, things will progress, and it's like, again, I've talked to a lot of Pisces and Cancers, right? I've talked to a lot that like worry about all these things that are going on in the world. I'm like, yeah, but while you're worrying, everybody else is moving forward and continuing to move forward. It's like, so we have to do what we can to help, but at the same time, worrying does not help anything. So I feel there is a need to kind of let go of the grief here with the Three of Swords. Still a good reading. Next, in the area of how to get the most out of your week, action, right? Worrying is not an action. Being stuck in grief is not an action, right? It is just mental masturbation, as I always say, right? And because it makes our brain feel good, and then we start building these, pathways in our brain where we get stuck worrying. So I feel like this is saying, take actions, do something to move forward this week with the action card. You have the Page of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. Pretty obvious to me, Pisces. Page of Swords to me is a card of curiosity. It's a card of looking into something and being a detective, if I can get that word out. He is looking towards the Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. You have the Ace of Cups here, and you have the Page of Pentacles here. Page of Pentacles is a card of studiousness. I feel that there is an opportunity that's coming in for you that you could fall in love with the Ace of Cups, something where you can put your energy into it. Not only that, when you put your energy into whatever this thing is, it's going to cause your energy to like overflow. The way to look at the Ace of Cups is that there's a return. It's like a toroidal shape. It's like the water goes out, you're giving something energy, but it's able to refill itself as well without any issues. So I feel for a lot of you, you could be starting something or looking into something, because this looks like the beginning to me with two pages, and it's something that kind of refills itself, right? So if you're looking to start a business, could be that. Same thing, could be a relationship as well. I keep telling people that, really in the future, if you're going to be in a relationship, just looking at the astrology of the future as well, it's like the only relationships, period, that are going to work are ones where you're like building each other up, where you're always lifting each other up. There's no putting down or anything like that, right? So if that stuff it basically won't exist because those relationships won't exist. I feel like people are going to cut those things off faster than you can blink an eye. So again, if this is a relationship, it's a kind of like a self-filling relationship, if that makes sense. So I like that. I would learn as both of these pages to me represent like a deep understanding, not just learning like the surface level of something, but really taking action and learning something on a deep level as well. For others, this I do feel could be like a person taking action in love. So if you're looking for love, it could be a person communicating with you, I feel. In this row as well. But let's see where this goes, Pisces, and let's see what's going on here and get a better idea of what's going on here. With the Page of Swords, you have the Three of Pentacles here, Pisces. Three of Pentacles is about manifesting something on Earth there is a fire triangle at the top. There is a water triangle right here at the bottom. The water triangle says that you have all these ideas, dreams, goals, wishes, fantasies, all these things that exist, out here in your brain. And the water triangle represents needing to bring them down to earth. This guy is standing on a bench as well. And he needs to get off that bench. He needs to bring something down to earth. So really good card. It says that, because it is a card of quality work. You have a card of mastery as well with the Eight of Pentacles. So if some of you are thinking about, revealing some sort of hidden talent, gift, skill, or ability, if you're thinking about starting a new project, I'd say that it is going to be very successful. Or if you're thinking about revealing something, I feel like it'll be very successful as well. Yeah, damn, Pisces. With the Ace of Cups, you have the Sun. The Sun is a lot of attention, and it is a card of a celebration as well. I actually love the Sun after the Three of Pentacles. The Sun has squiggly lines, wavy lines, whatever you want to call them, and straight rays as well. And this represents a combination of the Sun and the Moon energy. The Moon is a period of innovation, but it's also a period, can represent kind of like this water triangle on the Three of Pentacles. It can represent something that just exists, in the ether that needs to be brought down to earth. So the Sun is like you taking action. With the Page of Pentacles, you have the Page of Swords again. Basically, the universe I meant what I said. Look into something that you are interested in. If you're interested in a person, stalk them. You're a Pisces. You probably have been stalking someone you're interested in for like 3 months now and still not talking to them, right? So this kind of says, do your research. Research whatever it is that you're interested in. Again, if it's a person, maybe you should open your mouth and talk to them, or continue, watching them from a bush, Pisces, probably what you're doing. Or if you're interested in like a business, a project, something like that, then I would say do as much research as you possibly can. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this card that says disengage from outcomes. It says here, let go so you can open yourself to the highest love that you deserve. Find a way to release worry or any unresolved lack of forgiveness you might be holding on to. What did I say this entire time? I feel like you need to stop worrying with this Three of Swords here. I literally said that. I didn't even know that's what this card was said there. So that is pretty crazy. You have the King of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. Hey, look at this, Pisces. I just got really excited. I just noticed this. Page of Swords, King of Swords, Page of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Very interesting, very mature. That to me, when there's like a leap like that in a reading right next to each other, that to me can represent like a sudden, unexpected, like maturing process that is going on in your life where you gain an understanding of something very, very quickly. King of Swords is a card of being an expert, and so is the Eight of Pentacles because it's a card of mastery, but he's kind of he's in the process of becoming a master, the Eight of Pentacles. The King of Swords is already a master. He is already, to me, he is the most well-rounded of all the kings because he understands whatever thing that he's interested in. He represents air energy, so he could be interested in being, a doctor. He could be interested in baking bread. He could be interested in bugs. It doesn't really matter. Whatever it is, he's like an expert at it. So I feel that some of you, I kind of feel like this is you. It's like you are suddenly gaining an understanding here. I kind of get this feeling of you being a natural. You could be discovering that you're a natural at like a hidden talent, gift, skill, or ability, and this would be a good thing for you. The Nine of Pentacles, again, you have this twice in your reading, so I definitely feel this kind of like being able to take care of yourself energy. But I also get this more, like I was saying earlier, this more balanced energy where it's like you're balancing things in your life out, or you're balancing your energies out in general. It's like, yeah, you could be finding a lot of success at this time financially. It really looks like a financial reading to me. Doesn't really look like a love reading, and really in general. I'd say there's love here, but is it a love reading? Probably not. So what I would say here is I feel like there are harvests coming in for you, but again, I feel like there's a need to make sure that you allow yourself to play and have a good time. And you have the King of Pentacles as well. I feel that this is a reminder, Pisces, that things that are the changes you're making now are going to be more permanent. Again, I feel like it's almost like you're used to a very chaotic energy here, Pisces, with the King of Pentacles, where it's like maybe you'd start a project, it would last a week. Maybe you would start another project, it would last like 6 months, and then maybe you wouldn't do anything for 6 months. And it's like very, I get this very kind of like always chasing my tail type of energy here, Pisces, with the King of Pentacles. I actually feel that in all areas of your life. Could be love as well. I would say what I mean by chasing your tail is where it's like things are things in relationships are always either ending, starting, or the experience itself is always the same. It's like never different. So I feel like but what I feel like you need to realize now is that it's like that cycle is coming to an end with the King of Pentacles. So I feel there's no longer, it's less chaos. That's really what I feel here for you, Pisces, with that King of Pentacles is what I would say to you. But let's see here, Pisces. Let's see where this is going. With the King of Swords here, you have the Fool. It is time to take a leap of faith. It is time to not be so serious as well. The Fool doesn't care if he looks foolish. That is part of the Fool. He doesn't care if people see him fall off this cliff. He doesn't care if he makes a mistake. He doesn't care, right? He's willing to take a risk. It's like, I always tell people that it's like one of my, there's the girl who invented Spanx, Sarah, whatever her last name is. I can't remember the name of her last name now. She has this thing where she tries to embarrass herself every single day on purpose, right? So, and by the way, she's a Pisces, by the way, married to a Leo. So there you go. To all you people, here's your Leo right here. To all you people that say Pisces Leo doesn't work, they've been married for like a million years. But whatever her last name is there, she tries to embarrass herself every single day. It's like, I feel for some of you, you could be looking at starting a new business and you're like, well, but what will my Uncle Bob think? Or something like that. And it's like, who cares? Uncle Bob has never done anything in his entire life. So it's like, you shouldn't be afraid to be foolish in a good way, meaning trying something new or, doing something different here. The Fool also understands that, like, once he starts one thing, he's going to have to start another eventually. He understands the whole process of kind of like cycles. He's got this wreath around his head. This is the first card, right? And then we have the World, the last one, which is like a big wreath. He kind of understands that once he gets to the end, he's probably just going to start a new journey, and then he's probably going to start another one. But he also understands that every time he starts over, he's not starting from a place of lack. He's starting from a place of, he's got the sack on his back from a place of wisdom, King of Swords. So it's like he's never really truly starting over. He's always starting over with like new wisdom, new knowledge, new understanding, new tools in his belt. And I feel like that's popping into my head as being important for you, Pisces. Number one, like both of those things are important for you. I feel like not caring what people think is going to be very important for you, not just this week, but for like months to come. And I also feel like understanding that, like, if you're thinking like, oh, I want to get into a relationship, but I don't want to chase my tail, I don't want to experience the same thing over again. Well, you're not, because you're coming from a place of wisdom. If you're starting a business and maybe you started 100 in the past, same thing. You're not coming from a place of lack. You're coming from a place of better understanding. With the Nine of Pentacles here, you have the Eight of Wands. Quick success coming in for you here, Pisces. This is like good news coming in for you. Judgment, Sun, and the Eight of Wands, really nice. That to me is like good news or some sort of good news coming in for you. That could be like an epiphany, like a sudden like wake up call understanding in your life, and it would be something that is like golden with that Sun. It would be something that where you're like, wow, I finally understand this, So I feel like a sudden understanding. And you cannot make this stuff up, Pisces. Are you kidding me? You have the King of Swords right here. Like, Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords, King of Pentacles, King of Swords. And it's like you have both the Page and the King, Page and the King. That is bonkers. I've never seen anything like that before, Pisces. So that's nuts, but I love when that stuff happens. So really good. I really feel like there's a very strong need this week. Pretty simple for you to kind of like let go of outcomes and to not worry about like what's going to happen and what people will think or what people do think as well. It's funny. I mean, I've talked about it, not to brag about myself as usual. I'm always talking about myself. I'm sorry, right? But it's like when I started telling people I didn't really hide from what I did, right? I didn't really hide from telling people that I was a tarot reader, but I just didn't I just didn't have a thing. I'd be like, oh, I talk about tarot and astrology on YouTube. Like, I wouldn't really, engage people if they asked me what I did. It's not like I was embarrassed, but I just was kind of afraid what people would think. It's like, and then like a year and a half ago, when my channel started blowing up, I started telling people more what I do, and I just didn't stop caring, right? And then boom. So I feel like for a lot of you, there's a strong need for you to just not worry about what people will think and let go of the worries in general. Really nice week. I love this. This is really good for you. So, and like I said, I've never seen anything like this. The Page and the King, and then the two showing up here as well. That's pretty crazy. So that's nice. But love it. So thank you for being here, Pisces. Really appreciate it. And definitely enjoy your week.